Have you ever wondered why those who smiled at your side became your tormentors? Why do words that once seemed sincere now return like poisoned arrows, loaded with lies? The truth is, unfortunately, very harsh. Not every friend is a friend, and not every outstretched hand wants to lift you up. There are those who see in you not just a person, but a threat. You carry something that bothers you, a light that denounces the darkness around you. And for many, the only way to deal with this light is to try to turn it off. They will not come with swords or shouts. They will sneak in, fabricating stories, spreading falsehoods, shaping a narrative to discredit you. This is not paranoia, but rather a war fought in the invisible field of manipulation and betrayal. What few know, and even fewer dare to admit, is that those chosen never face small battles. The greater your calling, the stronger the winds against you. But, ironically, the fake news, lies, and slander they create against you are not signs of weakness. They are, in fact, the clearest proof that you carry something extraordinary. After all, who would try to destroy what is not valuable? Even the greatest figures in history have been targets of manipulation. Jesus was unfairly accused. Moses was challenged in his leadership, and even David faced internal conspiracies. And just like them, you are being tested, forged in the fire of distrust and lies. But here's what they don't expect: that you use every lie as a stepping stone on your way up. May you turn each attack into a confirmation of your purpose. Because today, you discover that you are not a victim, but a strategist. That behind the pain of fake news and fake friends, there is a lesson of strength and resilience waiting to be revealed. This is not a video to regret what they did to you. It is a call to fight, to resist, and to win. You are not alone in this battle, and the tools you need to triumph are within your reach. Are you ready to find out what it takes to turn this storm into a milestone for your victory? Have you ever noticed that the more you grow and move towards your purpose, the more it bothers you? And the ironic thing is that often the people who turn against you are the ones who, at some point, held your hand and told you they would be by your side. This feeling of betrayal, of having false friends who act like hidden enemies, is not just a common human experience. It is amplified when you carry the weight of being a chosen one. Your light exposes the shadows in others, and this awakens an almost instinctive reaction of defense. But this defense does not manifest itself as a direct confrontation. Instead, it appears in a veiled way, disguised as friendship, support, or even concern. Deep down, they know you're called to something greater, and it eats them up inside, even if they never admit it. And then, the actions begin. They approach, watch your steps, and, at the slightest sign of vulnerability, use the information they have against you. It doesn't take much for them to start building a false narrative where you become the villain. Lies are sown in small comments, distorting who you are, what you did, or what you said. These small seeds, when scattered skillfully, take root in the minds of those around you. And so, fake news comes to life. They are not just fake stories. They are weapons carefully designed to undermine his strength and weaken his influence. And the cruelest thing is that, often, these lies come from those you least expected. But why does this happen to you? What is so special about your journey that attracts this kind of opposition? The answer lies in your uniqueness. Being chosen means carrying a unique essence, something that goes beyond common understanding. You don't conform. You don't go with the flow. You challenge standards and, in doing so, inspire and disturb at the same time. Your energy, your authenticity, is a constant reminder that there is something more to life than the ordinary, than the predictable. And it is exactly this: memory that disturbs those who live in mediocrity. They attack you because you represent a change that they do not have the courage to seek. And this battle you face is not just on the physical plane. It happens in the invisible, in the spiritual, where greater forces are at play. Fake news and betrayal are not just human strategies. They are reflections of something bigger, an attempt to stop the mission to which you were called. People who spread lies may not even know why they do it, but unconsciously, they are being used as tools to test their strength and resilience. And you, as the chosen one, need to understand that these attacks are not proof of weakness, but that you are on the right path. The greater the resistance, the greater the impact you are destined to make. However, recognizing that these attacks are part of your journey doesn't make the pain any easier to bear. Being betrayed by those you trusted is a blow that hurts deeply, because it touches what is most human in you: the need for connection, for belonging. And when those connections are severed in such a cruel way, you can feel isolated, disoriented, even doubting your own worth. But here's the crucial point: this pain is not the end. It is a stage. She is the fire that forges your resilience, that teaches you to be wiser, stronger. It is in this fire that you discover the power to rise again, to continue moving forward, even when everything seems to conspire against you. What they don't understand is that the light you carry cannot be extinguished by lies. They may shout loudly, spread slander, and try to tarnish your reputation. But the truth always finds a way to emerge. Its essence is greater than any false narrative. The chosen one does not depend on the approval of others, because his mission is not to please. It is to transform, and transformation often bothers, destabilizes, and challenges. Fake news, in this context, is like a test. They are not just an attack. They are an opportunity for you to prove, once again, that your connection to divine purpose is unshakable. And the more they try to bring you down, the more you become stronger. And the most curious thing is that even in the midst of these attacks, there is a hidden lesson. The betrayals, the lies, the manipulations, they all reveal something about those around you. These difficult moments act as filters, eliminating those who are not aligned with your energy, who do not share your vision, or who do not have enough integrity to walk alongside you. It's painful, but it's also liberating. Because, in the end, you realize that it's better to be alone than in bad company. The chosen one learns to value solitude, not as a punishment, but as a sacred space of reconnection with himself and with the greater purpose that guides him. And when you begin to understand this process, something powerful happens. You stop fighting the lies, not because he gives up, but because he understands that the best answer is not in words, but in actions. It is your constancy, your integrity, and your ability to continue moving forward that disarm any attempt at destruction. The truth does not need to be defended with desperation. She fends for herself. And you, as chosen, are a reflection of this truth. They can distort the stories, but they cannot touch the essence of who you are. This is what, in the end, leaves them frustrated. But don't confuse this with passivity. Resisting lies and betrayal also requires strategy. You need to learn to protect yourself, set limits, and spot the signs of insincerity before they escalate. Not everyone who approaches you has good intentions, and discerning this is an essential skill for anyone who walks with a purpose. Be selective with who you allow into your life. Protect your space, your energy, and your mind. The chosen ones cannot afford to carry unnecessary burdens, because every shift in focus is a distraction from the greater mission. And as you protect yourself and build your defenses, remember that the true strength of the Chosen One lies not just in resistance, but in transmutation. You don't just survive the attacks, you turn them into fuel for your journey. Every lie they throw at you is an opportunity to grow, to learn, to become stronger. Think of gold being purified in fire. The more intense the heat, the purer it becomes. Likewise, you emerge from these experiences more resilient, more determined, more prepared for the next step of your destiny. You begin to realize that the real battle is not against the lies, but against the attempt to divert you from your purpose. Fake news and betrayals are distractions, traps designed to make you waste time and energy fighting shadows. But you are different. Your mind is connected to something much greater, something that transcends earthly intrigues. While they spend effort creating false narratives, you move forward, focus, build. The truth about the Chosen Ones is that they do not need applause to walk, nor justification to exist. They know who they are and where they are going. And this clarity is what makes them unshakable, even in the face of incessant attacks. But what makes the attacks even more insidious is that they don't just come from abroad. They often infiltrate your interior, fueling doubts and fears. Are they right? Am I really who I think I am? Am I on the right path? These questions echo in moments of greatest vulnerability, trying to shake your certainties. But it is exactly in these moments that you discover the strength of your faith. The Chosen One is not defined by the absence of doubts, but by the ability to face and overcome them. Every doubt you overcome becomes a pillar of certainty. Every fear you face strengthens your courage. The inner battle can be difficult, but it prepares you for external challenges. And when you overcome this internal battle, something surprising happens. You become more aware of your power. Not the power to dominate or control, but the power to remain intact, to continue walking even under storms. This power is not something others can understand, and you may not even be able to explain it. It is an invisible force that comes from your connection with the greater purpose, with the divine. It's as if, the moment you decide not to give up, the entire universe conspires in your favor. And this is something that confuses your enemies. They expect you to give up, to lose yourself. But instead, you flourish. But this strength doesn't mean you have to carry everything alone. Those chosen know that there are times when it is necessary to seek support, not from just anyone, but from those who share the same vision, the same energy. Identifying these people is one of the greatest challenges, but also one of the greatest gifts. They may be few, but they are precious. They are the ones that help you remember who you are in moments of weakness, that strengthen you when the attacks seem unbearable. These are spiritual alliances, connections that go beyond the superficial. They are your support network, your safe haven amid the storms. That's why we have an exclusive community on Discord, a space where many who have felt alone or misunderstood have found support, understanding, and affection. It's a place to share, learn, and grow together. Connect with others who understand what you're going through. Imagine being part of a community that truly understands and supports who you are. Simply purchase our ebook with guidance and insights that will help illuminate your path and better understand your unique experiences and gifts. Be part of this exclusive group. Take a look at the first comment pinned here on the video and join this community. Building genuine alliances is more than a strategy. It is an act of spiritual and emotional strengthening. By overcoming lies and adversity, you become a living example of resilience, showing that battles do not define you, but refine you. Her journey is a beacon for those who also face their own struggles, proving that it is possible to walk through the fire and emerge stronger. This invisible strength that you carry bothers those who live in mediocrity because your authenticity challenges them to confront truths that they prefer to ignore. It's no wonder you attract opposition, for those who live in the shadows always fear the light they cannot control. This authenticity, however, is not just a threat. It's also a confirmation of the impact you make. The attacks you face are not random, but a reflection of the fear you awaken in those who refuse to grow up. Every attempt to discredit you reinforces the value of what you represent. Like a tree that stands firm even in storms, you transform challenges into opportunities for growth. And as you progress, the lies they throw at you begin to lose strength. Its consistency and integrity become so evident that even those who previously believed in the manipulations begin to question them. The truth inevitably finds a way to emerge because its light is stronger than any shadow they try to cast. At the same time, you learn to direct your energy towards what really matters. Taking care of yourself becomes a priority as constant battles drain energy. Moments of prayer, meditation, or silence help you recharge your strength and remind you of why you started your journey. This inner renewal, added to the discernment acquired, allows you to identify false friends and attract people who share the same purpose. These genuine alliances offer you support, strengthen your journey, and help you build something even greater. Meanwhile, attacks from those living in the shadows become irrelevant, unable to penetrate the sacred space you have created. Armored by the truth and surrounded by authentic people, you move forward with unshakable confidence. The biggest secret to winning the battles we face is choosing where we put our energy. The chosen one understands that not every lie deserves a response, and that silence, when strategic, can be the most powerful weapon. While your enemies waste their efforts to discredit you, you continue to build, flourish, and move towards your purpose. This calm is not passivity. It is a reflection of the confidence of those who know that the truth prevails. As you choose not to feed the lies, they lose strength, disappearing on their own. The serenity you maintain is an invisible shield, showing that your essence cannot be touched by falsehood. This inner strength, which sustains the chosen one, is his greatest ally. It does not depend on external validation or human recognition. It is a direct reflection of your connection to something greater. Like a flame that doesn't go out, this strength keeps you firm even in the face of the most intense winds. And the most impressive thing is that this strength is not just for you. She inspires those who watch you, who find courage in your resilience. You transform your resistance into a message of hope, proving that it is possible to overcome adversity without losing your essence. Being an example of strength, however, doesn't mean you don't feel pain. Their scars tell stories of overcoming, reminding us that growth comes from the ability to transform suffering into fuel for evolution. Over time, you realize that the battles you face have a greater purpose. Every attack, lie, and betrayal is a test to prepare you for something great. True growth occurs in confronting these challenges, and the cuts and pains along the way are just part of the process. The reward on the other side, however, is greater than any suffering endured. This perspective gives you the strength to continue, even when the journey seems unbearable, because you understand that all of this is part of a divine plan, which goes beyond what human eyes can see. The greater purpose that guides you is not affected by attempts to bring you down, and then comes the realization that you were never alone. No matter how intense the attacks, no matter how deep the betrayals, there is a greater force sustaining you. It is an invisible but powerful protection that guides your steps and renews your strength in moments of greatest weakness. This divine connection is what keeps you going, even when everything around you seems to be falling apart. It is also this connection that guarantees you victory, because the light and truth that you carry are greater than any opposition. No matter how strong the attempt to stop you is, the purpose that lives within you is unshakable. The resilience you develop doesn't happen overnight. It is built on daily facing adversity. As your enemies create traps and spread lies, you learn to transform chaos into clarity, act strategically, and stay centered. They expect you to react with desperation, but you respond calmly, disarming their attacks. His truth is unattainable because it cannot be tarnished by temporary judgments. The Chosen One understands that time is his ally, and that divine justice always manifests itself. Meanwhile, his journey becomes a beacon for those who also face battles. Without realizing it, you lead by example, showing that it is possible to win without losing your essence, inspiring others to follow the same path of integrity and courage. In the leadership position you have achieved, the battles you have faced take on new meaning. They are no longer simple endurance tests to become tools of transformation, both for you and for those who follow your journey. Every time you overcome an attack or rise up in the face of adversity, you prove that the light prevails over the shadow, that the truth is stronger than any lie. And this inspires others to align with their own truths. Your strength creates a cycle of transformation that begins with you, but spreads to everyone who has the privilege of witnessing your resilience. Your victories are more than personal achievements. They are beacons that light the way for those who also seek to overcome their own challenges. Accepting that battles are part of your journey changes everything. The pain, which once seemed unbearable, becomes a reminder of your strength. Lies and betrayals, instead of weakening you, become lessons that reinforce your integrity and discernment. Over time, you understand that false friends are just unnecessary burdens, ready to be left behind. Every loss, every blow, becomes an opportunity for growth, a space where something greater can emerge. This change of perspective is liberating, because it shows you that nothing they do to you can truly stop you. Your power as the Chosen One is not in avoiding adversity, but in using them as stepping stones for your evolution. As you grow up, you realize that those who attack you are trapped in cycles of negativity. They feed on the same shadows, unable to break out of the prison they built for themselves. But you don't stay in that same place. You advance, you evolve, you change, and that disarms them. Weapons that once seemed so effective no longer have the same impact. The distance between you and them is no longer just physical, it becomes spiritual. You rise to a level where their negativity can no longer reach you, because your strength does not come from what is around you, but from what is within you. It is this elevation that ensures that, while they repeat old patterns, you continue to grow and conquer new horizons. This elevation process requires a continuous commitment to your essence. In the midst of chaos and storms, it's easy to forget who you are and what moves you. But the Chosen One knows that his strength comes from his connection with the divine. Therefore, he creates moments of silence, prayer, and renewal. These moments of reconnection are essential to remember that, no matter how intense the attacks, they will never be greater than the purpose you carry. This clarity and balance allow you to face even the most difficult days with confidence, knowing that what sustains you is unshakable. Your ability to align with your essence keeps you firm, even when everything around you seems to want to bring you down. And when you understand this, you realize that attacks and betrayals are actually signs of the impact you make. They come not because you are failing, but because you are growing. The light you carry awakens reactions. Some feel inspired, while others feel threatened. But in the end, it doesn't matter. What matters is your determination to continue, to turn every lie into an opportunity to show your truth. Your strength and resilience are living testaments to the power of someone aligned with their purpose. And by continuing to move forward, you not only overcome adversity, but inspire others to do the same, proving that no matter the obstacles, the light always triumphs over the shadows. As you walk with genuine allies, you realize that it is necessary to leave behind those who are not aligned with your energy. This decision may be difficult, but it is essential for your growth. Carrying toxic connections only makes the journey heavier and prevents you from moving forward fully. The chosen one understands that their mission is to shine, inspire, and be an example, but it is not their responsibility to save those who choose to remain in the shadows. These people need to make their choice to step into the light on their own. Meanwhile, you remain focused, balancing the act of building strengthening alliances and letting go of what no longer serves you. This balance is liberating, allowing you to focus your energies on what really matters and achieving the divine purpose for which you were called. The moments of greatest advancement in your journey often awaken the greatest resistance. It's as if every step towards your purpose generates an equivalent reaction from the world around you. Fake news, betrayals, and criticism intensify, not to destroy you, but to test and strengthen you. These adversities prove that real growth does not occur in the comfort zone, but in the battles that force you to evolve. Each attack faced reinforces your connection with the divine and reminds you that your strength does not come from this world, but from a much greater source. Thus, each challenge overcome becomes living proof that you are aligned with something great, something that transcends the intentions of those who try to stop you. As you progress, it becomes evident that the attacks are not about your true essence, but about others' insecurities about what you can become. The lies spread against you are reflections of their fear that you will reach a level of fulfillment and purpose that they cannot imagine for themselves. However, this fear is not your problem. Your responsibility is to the truth, to the impact you are destined to make, and to the people who can find inspiration on your journey. Despite the noise and criticism, there are those who see beyond appearances. They see your authenticity and find strength in the way you face challenges, becoming witnesses and beneficiaries of the impact of your light. So don't stop. Keep moving forward. Your strength is an inspiration, your determination is a beacon, and your journey is a powerful testimony that the truth always prevails. You were born to make a difference, to break patterns, to transform lives, and nothing, no lies, no false friends, no adversity can erase the shine of the mission that was placed in your hands. If this video spoke to your heart, leave your like on the button, subscribe to the channel right now, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any content that could further strengthen your journey. Share this video and leave a comment saying how this message resonated with you. Don't miss the opportunity to be part of our exclusive community on Discord by purchasing our ebook from the link in the first comment. I'm sure he will be a valuable resource for you. Not only will it bring clarity to your mission and unique gifts, it will also give you access to connect with chosen others who will welcome you and offer you support. Don't miss out on being part of this environment. This is a crucial moment, and together we can impact many lives. If you would like to support this work and help more people receive messages like this, please consider supporting at Buy Me a Coffee. The link is in the description. Every gesture of support helps keep this mission alive and strong. Stay here with us and click to watch the video indicated on there or on the playlist, The Secrets of the Chosen. Here you will find more insights and powerful reflections that will help you continue on your journey. Thank you for following us until the end, and see you soon.